Okay, we are going to compare decimals at this point. So our lesson for today, our short tutorial for today is about comparing decimals. Just like we compare whole numbers, we are going to use also the same symbols, uh, which are the, where's my pen? Which are the greater than, the lesser than, and the equal to. These three symbols are still used in comparing decimals, just like in whole numbers. Okay? So let us start right away. So I have here examples of set of decimals that we are going to compare. Example number 1, we have here 715 and 47 thousands. Compare this decimal with 715 and 57 thousands. Okay, so when we compare these two decimal numbers, we are going to align these two so that we can compare the digit according to its place value. So when we align this decimal, see to it that their decimal points should be aligned just like this one. Okay, this is the decimal point of the first decimal number, and this is the decimal point of the second decimal number. The first decimal number is 715 and 47 thousands. That is 715. And the second decimal number is 715 and 57 thousands. That's also 715. So when we see to it that the two decimals are aligned, okay? So that's the most important thing when we align decimal numbers. So to begin with, in comparing decimals, start with the digit on its left. So I have here 7, okay, and this is also 7. Again, this is the decimal place here. So let me have a recall of the place value. This is the ones place, this is the tens place, and this is the hundreds place. Okay, so for the decimal, this is the tens place, this is the hundreds place, and this is the thousands place. That's why we are going to read this as 715 and 57 thousands, 715 and 47 thousands. So again, dito saan tayo tapos kanina, 7 and 7, compare it, they are the same. The next digit is 1. Okay, they are also the same. The next digit is 5. They are also the same. Let's proceed to the decimal now. Because these are whole numbers, right? And the whole numbers are the same. So 0 here and 0 are also the same. But the next digit is 4 and 5. They are not the same. So because they are not the same, we will stop here and we can already compare this. That 4 is smaller than 5. Therefore, 715, this decimal number, is smaller than this number because of the 4 and the 5 here. So our answer would be lesser than. Okay, so lesser than 4 is lesser than 5. Or 715 and 47 thousandths is lesser than 715 and 57 thousandths. So that's how we compare decimal numbers. Another example, I have another example here, which is 8,462 and 6,284 ten thousandths. Compare that with 8,462 and 6,239 ten thousandths. Again, let us align the decimal points. We have here 8,462, 6,284, And another one is 8, 4, 6, 2, and 6, 2, 3, 9. Okay, so let us compare now. Okay, these are aligned. Okay, so decimal point should be aligned. So we have here the thousands place are the same, the hundreds place are the same, the tens place are the same, and the ones place are the same. In other words, the whole numbers are the same. Okay, so let us proceed with the decimal. 6, which is in the tens place, are the same. 2, which is in the hundreds place, are the same. 8 and 3, which is in the thousands place, are not the same. So 8 and 3, if we compare them, 8 is bigger than 3. So therefore, because of this and this one, this number is greater than. Okay, so 8,462 and 6,284 10,000s is greater than 8,462 and 6,239 10,000s. Okay, so greater than. So another example that I will give you. Okay, so third example, we have here 96 and 4,269. Compare that with 964 and 26 hundredths. Okay, so again, align that according to its decimal point, according to the place value of its digits. So the first one is 96, okay, and 4,269 10,000s. This is 6, okay. Compared with, this is the decimal point, this is 4, this is 6, and this is 9, and then this is 2. Again, when we align, see to it that the decimal point should be the most important part to be aligned, not the digits, because we are going to align the place value. Okay, so when we compare, let us start with the digit on the left. So I have here 9, which is the hundreds place. Whole number ito right? This is the place of whole numbers. This is the ones place, this is the tens place, and this is the hundreds place. So in the other number here, we have no digit on the hundreds place. That's 0. So we will stop comparing it here na. Okay, we will not proceed anymore because on the hundreds place, we can already compare that the other one is 0 and the other one is 9. So 96 is smaller than 964. Okay, so our answer here would be lesser than. Okay, so that's our example number 3. Because if we are not going to align this, okay, if we well, let's say we will not align this one, you could be wrong when you compare 9 and 9. Oh, they're the same. 6 and 6. Oh, the same also. 4 and 4. Oh, the same also. And then 2 and 2, the same also. 6 and 6, the same also. So you're just looking at the digits of the number, but you are not considering the place of the decimal, which is very important. Note that this decimal is before the 4. This decimal here is after the 4. So that makes the difference. So yun ang pagkakaiba sa kanya. So that's why it's very important to align the digits, to align the number, so that you can compare its place value, the place value of its digits. That's very important. Okay? So last example. Okay, we have here, last example, we have here 784 and 89 hundredths. Compare that with 784 and 890 thousands. Okay. So, okay, we are going to compare that, align that. So, 784 and 89 hundredths compare with 784 and 890 thousandths. Okay, so this is the decimal point. Take note of that. So again, the whole numbers, 7, start with 7. 7 and 7, they are the same. 8 and 8, which is in the tens place, the same. 4 and 4, which is in the ones place, they are the same. Let us proceed now to the decimal numbers. 8 and 8, which is in the tenths place, the same. Okay, very good. And then the next digit is 9, which is in the hundredths place, the same also. Now, look at this. We are now on the thousands place. We can see a visible digit here, which is of no value, which is 0. And here, it is invisible. We couldn't see any digit here. So which has no value of also. So this is also equivalent to 0 because 0 here is only a placeholder. It has no value at all. Just like this one here, they are equal. Okay, so when we compare that, it will be equal because the 0 here has no value at all. If this has no 0, okay, it is also equivalent to 0. So there is a difference between 890 and 89 if that is a whole number. This 0 here is a placeholder in the ones place if this is a whole number. This is the tens place if this is a whole number, and this is the hundreds place in the whole number. Here, this one here, okay, 9 here is in the ones place, and 10 and 8 here is in the tens place. So 89 at 890 are not the same. But in this case, 89 hundredths and 89 or 890 thousandths, they are the same. Why? Because this has another place value, which is the tens place, the hundreds place, and the thousands place. The thousands place here are the same. They are of no value. This digit has no value, placeholder. We can put here 0 or as many zeros as you can, and it has no value at all. Okay, so our answer here is equal. Okay, that's it for comparing decimals.